Right guys, I'm going to show you an alternative to CPV Lab and give you a quick update on the situation of CPV Lab, as well as much as I know anyway. Now before I dive into the alternative to CPV Lab, I'll just show you part of the message I received from Mo, Mo was the used to do the support for CPV Lab. I don't know what other functions he had in regards to CPV Lab, but I've always known him as the support guy for CPV Lab. Anyway, this is what I basically said, what's going on, and they owed me quite a lot of money in commissions, etc. What's if I was going to get paid there. I couldn't, like a lot of people, couldn't log into CPV Lab at all, because one of the programmers basically was trying to hold people's accounts hostage, and was trying to get people to move over for a fee, obviously, so it would unlock their access to the CPV Lab. Anyway, basically asked him, this Mo, what was going on. Says, Robert's disappeared, no one knows where he is. I've started providing paid premium support services to CP Lab users through my own help desk and my own website. Also, I have already started development plan, a new version which will be released end of June for free to all CPV Lab users as an apology for all this hustle. So if you've already bought CPV Lab, I suggest you hold out. I will keep an eye out next month or June, whenever you're watching this video, for an update. It's obviously going to be called something else. You get a free, you'll be able to get free access to it, etc. And basically, as far as if you're at affiliate commissions, I think basically you can kiss those goodbye, unfortunately. But at least the main thing is that we've now got access back into our CPV Lab. I mean, I don't know about what everybody else's data is like, but I've been with CPV Lab for years, and got thousands and thousands of, probably tens of thousands of data sat there. Okay, so it's more valuable than the actual commissions I've missed on. So yeah, that's all I know for now. So it's coming back with new branding, etc. And hopefully things will be back on track. However, as an alternative, I've been playing around with BeMob. Now BeMob tracking, it is a monthly fee. However, it's not expensive. Let me just show you the pricing. See, the reason of free, you can get a free account, and you can have 100,000 events a month. Now, 100,000 events, that's a click to your website, a conversion, etc. So you'll be able to, depending on how far along you are in your online venture, that could be a really good alternative for you. And even if you upgrade, it's not expensive compared to the other trackers out there. Now, problem, is it any good? Now, firstly, they have this sixth sense. Now, what this does, this crunches as you run your campaigns, and BeMob is the BeMob tracking is analysing everything, and it crunches all the data together, and it gives you different. It shows you in a chart what's converting, what's doing the best, etc. What keywords are doing better, and what landing pages and keywords. So it just mixes it all together and gives you an overview of where you should start optimizing. Okay, and maybe find some winning keywords for it. So that's pretty cool. Now, actually, in the this is it, obviously in the actual tracker's back office. Now this is where it differs from CPV Lab. In CPV Lab I was able to, I used to run a lot of funnels, quite a lot of funnels. You used to be able to just set up a campaign, you put in your landing page at one level, then you put your second landing page at another level, then maybe your opt-in page if you had one, and a thank you page at another, and you'd be able to like layer it all in one campaign, where you can't do that in in BeMob tracking. I've actually been on to support about it, and they're going to have a word with their tech guy. Well, they're having a word with their tech guys now. See if they can implement some changes, because the reason is when you with CPV Lab you was able to just look at your stats of your one campaign, and you could see what landing pages were working, so you could see if it was generating opt-ins and conversions, etc. Now if you've just got one single opt-in page, that's fine, but if you're using if you split testing multiple parts and you've got different landing pages, because I sometimes send to a landing page and then to an opt-in page, and I might split things up and I have more complicated funnels, and this is where this kind of like breaks down, because what you have to do is you have to create, okay, you go and you create your campaign, but you have to do it in levels. So you have to, so if in your funnel your opt-in page and your thank you page are down here, and you've got maybe one landing page up here, then another one that's a second layer, and your opt-in page and your thank you page be in your funnel could be a lot further along. So how do you know? You want to know what keywords have converted, or they've got the opt-in and then maybe the conversion on the traffic you're sending to the front of your funnel, and this does not track that. You have to set, there's only, I've been on to support about, and they say you have to set up each section as a campaign, and within that campaign your next level in your funnel, you have to treat that as the offer. So you basically link to it, and this is where it falls apart. However, I've found a way around it. I mean, just explaining that was seemed damn complicated. So setting up a campaign at first was a major pain in the ass, believe me. However, I've found a way around it. What you do, okay, firstly you have to add your landing pages. So you come in, you click on here, click add landing page, okay, so you can put a new one in there, just put the page name, put the link here, and that's it. Alright, click save. So if you've got several landing pages that you want to split test, that's what you do here. Now then you add your traffic sources. Okay, so we can add a new one, or you can add from template. Now this is another thing I contacted support about. By the way, I must admit their support, they do have live support, and it is very good. Okay, now so you can select Bing if Bing's your traffic source. Now as a lot of you know, Bing is my main traffic source, and I was quite surprised to see, well, they had all these custom fields, all these fields filled in already, which is you might expect to see. However, they had the main ones missing. So I had to add those myself. Now this is one I've already done. Let me just show you. Okay, so I had to add the click ID. Now this is important if you're updating your Bing stats. So you know which keywords are converting on the offer. I also had to have the query string and the keyword. Alright, so I mean, I don't know why they do not have at least these three parameters. They're the most important three parameters of Bing. Yeah, they've got other ones that are not quite so important. So, but make sure you add those to when you're setting up your traffic source. So when you've done that, you've added your traffic source, you add your offer. So you just click here. Again, just add your offer, add new, and then whatever your offer is, put in the link in there. You don't have to worry too much about your countries if you're not if you're running paid traffic and you know where the countries are coming from. This comes in handy if you're limiting, if your traffic source maybe has multiple, you can't control the countries, so maybe you want to send certain traffic to another link, so that's when this country, you select the country. Okay, now you can put the payout type. You use autre if you're using a callback, or if you use manual, you just put in the price of, so if your payout's $2, you just put that in there. Okay, and obviously the currency of your offer. Okay, now. Right, so once you've got your offer, your landing pages, and your traffic source filled up, then you can create a campaign. So you just click on campaigns. Now I'll show you the easiest way if you're doing if you've got a funnel and you're just interested in finding out what keywords, etc., are converting, which is basically what we all want to know. We're not, this way you can't really split test in between the funnel, what's going on in between the funnel, but it's the best workaround I've been able to come up with until BeMob tech support, if they implement any of my ideas, well, I will see, but this is the best workaround. So you basically click add new, so you just call it let's just call it test. Traffic source, we'll go with Bing. Country, keep that is. Tracking domain, this BeMob comes with its tracking domain built in. You can add your own, by the way. You can enable 6th Sense, that is what I was talking about earlier, that crunches all your data. Select the currency. Select the currency of your traffic source, and now if you're using cost per click, that would be use a cost per view. So that's per view of your landing page. So basically, if you're using Bing, which I am doing in this, say your cost per click is 60 cents, just put 60 cents in there. Boom, and that's it. Okay. Now then, this is where you add your links. So if you are direct linking, if you go straight to the offer, just click on stick in your offer link in there and click save. Okay. You might want to hit meta or double meta. Double meta tends to slow things down. If you select meta, the offer you're sending, the people who earn the offer you're sending the traffic to won't be able to see where it's actually coming from. Won't be able to see the landing pages, etc. coming from, or what they like. But with what we need is, if you're using a squeeze page, is built-in flow. Right, if you are sending to a landing page and then straight to the offer, so you send like maybe a pre-sale page that you've built, and then a link to the offer, no opt-in, then you would just either choose the landing page you've just set up in the previous steps, or you can add a new one within here if you wanted to, okay, just like we created before, or you select one from the drop down list, okay, so give that one, and you add your offer, okay, and then you can save that, and you'll be able to pull up a tracking link, and that would just go to your link in your landing page, which will send them straight to the offer, which I'll go over in a bit. Now, if you've got a funnel, things get complicated, and unfortunately BeMob, you can't do what we used to be able to do in CPV Lab, which is add all our links in the different and split test our funnel, because BeMob's just not, it's more catered towards mobile pop traffic and stuff like that, so it doesn't really cater for funnels per se, because it doesn't report that what keywords are converting on the back. It doesn't, because we want to know what keywords, when they've hit our landing page, say you're using Bing, they've clicked on your ad, they've come to your first landing page, you want to know what visitors that have hit that landing page, you want to know which visitors have either opted in or converted. So if you've got several sections in your funnel, unfortunately BeMob will not report those. You cannot pass those parameters on, and it's a real shame, but this is the only workaround I know. So what you do, so no matter what your funnel is, you put in your landing pages here. So what if you want to split test different landing pages on the front, that's fine, just add as many as you want in here, and this will automatically change the percentage, and you can alter the percentage of what weight each landing page gets, etc. And then you add your offer here, and that is it. So even if you've got in between your front landing page, even if you've got 6 other pages in between, you'll just have to you don't put those in there, okay. You basically, what you do from your landing page is link to your next page, and to your next page, and to the next page, direct link with your own website links, okay. No tracking links from BeMob. The only time you use your tracking link from BeMob is, say if you've got let's say you've got a landing page, then a squeeze page, you would put the tracking link from BeMob into your squeeze page. So say if you're using get response or Aweber, where it says your thank you page, where you want to redirect people after they've opted in, that is where you put your BeMob tracking link. So to get your tracking links, just click on the offer. Let's get campaign links. Sorry, click on the campaign link, get the campaign links. Then you get all the campaign links like here. So what you need, this top one, say if you are using Bing or whatever your traffic source is, this is a link that you give to your traffic source, okay? That's where you're sending all your traffic to. Now, this, click Earl, this is what you add to your pages. So you would just copy that, I'll click copy that, okay? And that is what you add to your say if you've got an opt-in form, that's where in Aweber or get response, that is where you paste that into where you want to send people next, okay? So that will send them to the offer. All right, so basically what would happen is, when you look at your reporting, when it says clicks, So when you go to the keywords, you will see, you look at the clicks column, and each click that would represent an opt-in. Okay, that's a click to the offer. Alright, and that will show you how many opt-ins you've got. So they will, as in CPV Lab, they used to have an actual column that says opt-ins or subscribers. This doesn't, so you have to be a bit more creative, and so that would represent, if you're using opt-in form, that would represent your opt-ins, your subscribers, okay, to the offer. And that's the only way around it. So test it out. It's once you've done it, it's not actually that complicated. Believe me, I was racking my brain. I could not work out how to, because I'm using funnels in several campaigns, and I couldn't get it to report on the front end. Spent ages with support trying to devise something, and all they could come up with is create all these campaigns and use each layer had to be you had to treat that as an offer, and it just got and then you had to link them all up and that. So it was major pain in the ass. Believe me, this way, if you've been using landing page sequences in CPV Lab, that is the easiest way to get round that. Okay. Quite frankly, I'm going to stick with my CPV Lab. If you've not bought CPV Lab, I mean, it's a bit rocky at the moment, obviously, but your CPV Lab is working at the moment, and they're just going through a bit of changes in the structure of CPV Lab. But if you're looking for a cheap alternative, I highly suggest BeMob. Obviously, as I said, there's a few quirks to it, but this is more geared to landing page traffic, not fancy funnels, but there's lots of, you can dig deep in your devices. It tracks devices, browsers, everything. So and it has a smart link that it analyses your sixth sense, so it can analyse all your data, etc. So it does have some good things about it, certainly does. And plus you don't have to set it up on your servers, it's all on their servers, and it's fast. You don't have to worry about. So if you're doing mobile marketing, pop traffic, etc., highly recommend it. If you're doing Bing and funnels, I recommend CPV Lab, but if you haven't got it already, maybe I would hold off until they've sorted out all the problems and then we know they're back on track. But yeah, there's some good things and bad things about it, but it's certainly a good cheap alternative while CPV Lab sort their mess out. Okay. 'Cause you're a believer.